Investment scams are on the rise, and they are getting harder to spot. Every year, thousands of people lose their savings to scammers, who are patient, persuasive, and alarmingly convincing. In this session, we'll break down how these scams operate, who they target, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself and the people you care about. The first trick is called the romance investment scam. It begins in a very personal space, a dating app, or social media platform. A stranger reaches out, appears genuinely interested, and slowly builds trust. They come across as friendly, attentive, and patient. Over days, or sometimes weeks, they carefully build what feels like a genuine connection. They listen closely, share personal stories, and before long, it feels like a real friendship, or even something deeper. Then one day, they casually mention how they earn passive income through investments. They present themselves as successful and generous, offering to show you exactly how to do the same. It feels like a gift, but in reality, it's the bait that draws you in. They guide you to deposit money into a platform, and on screen, your balance seems to grow rapidly. The charts rise, the numbers look impressive, and everything appears convincing. But here's the truth: what you're seeing is carefully staged, a digital illusion, designed to win your trust. When you try to withdraw your money, suddenly there are new hurdles, fees, taxes, or endless account verifications. The excuses keep piling up, and before long, the person you trusted vanishes completely. Your money isn't just delayed, it's gone. The second trick takes place in group messaging apps. You're invited to join what looks like an exclusive investment community, or a members-only trading circle. It feels special, even privileged, but that sense of exclusivity is exactly how scammers draw you in. Inside the group, members constantly post screenshots of huge profits. Everyone seems to be making money, and the excitement feels real. But here's the catch. Most of those members are scammers playing roles, carefully staging an illusion of a thriving community to lure you in. You're then instructed to download a specific app. At first glance, it looks professional, complete with charts showing incredible returns, and a sleek design that seems convincing. But the truth is, the app is fake, built solely to deceive you into depositing real money. Once you deposit funds, the same pattern unfolds. Profits appear on the screen, but when you try to withdraw, you're blocked by endless fees or restrictions. And when you reach out to the group, or the app's support, everything goes silent. The money, and the people, are gone. The third trick feels the most official of all. Scammers host public seminars, sometimes in hotels or community halls, promoting what look like legitimate crowdfunding investment opportunities. The setting feels professional, the presentation seems convincing, but behind the polished surface lies a carefully crafted scam. They present physical investment ideas, such as owning shares in vending machines placed in busy locations, or investing in coffee kiosks set up in office buildings. The pitch sounds polished, and the returns they promise seem steady and believable. Attendees feel reassured by the tangible, real-world nature of the investment, which makes the scam appear even more convincing. For the first few months, investors even receive interest payments. This builds confidence, encouraging them to invest more, and to bring in family and friends. But those payments don't come from real profits. They are funded by money from new investors. It's not a genuine business, it's a cycle designed to collapse. Eventually, the scheme runs out of new investors. Payments stop, the organizers disappear, and those who trusted the promise are left with nothing. People lose their savings, struggle with debt, and feel deeply hurt. What once looked like a safe path to financial security turns into heavy loss, both with money and peace of mind. Now let's talk about why these scams work so well. Scammers are experts at spotting and exploiting very human emotions: loneliness, hope, fear of missing out, and trust. Loneliness makes people more open to connection, hope makes them believe in promises of a better future, fear of missing out pushes them to act quickly without thinking, and trust allows them to lower their guard. Together, these emotions create the perfect environment for manipulation. Older adults are especially vulnerable. Many are less familiar with how digital platforms and apps can be faked, which makes online scams harder to spot. They often place greater trust in people who appear knowledgeable or professional. And because they may have retirement savings, scammers see them as attractive targets. The result is that older adults can lose not only money, but also confidence in their financial security. Scammers are patient. They spend time carefully building trust before asking for money. Then they create urgency, insisting the opportunity is limited. They use affection, flattery, and the appearance of social proof to lower your guard. And by the time you sense something is wrong, it's often too late. The trap has already closed. Here is something the public must pay close attention to. Scammers are now using advanced technology to make their tricks look even more believable. With realistic websites, professional-looking apps, and even AI-generated voices or images, their schemes appear genuine. This makes it harder for people to spot the danger until it's too late. Artificial intelligence can now generate highly realistic video and voice content. Scammers have even used deepfake videos of well-known personalities to promote fake investment platforms. So if you see a celebrity or public figure endorsing an investment online, be very cautious. What looks convincing may not be real. Fake investment apps can look almost identical to legitimate platforms. Fraudulent websites are built with professional designs and even fake reviews to appear trustworthy. But appearances can be deceiving. Never rely on looks alone. Always verify a platform through official channels before committing any money, because once funds are transferred, recovery is often impossible. So how can you protect yourself? Start with 3 simple principles. First, never make an investment decision based only on a relationship formed online. Second, always check that any investment platform is officially registered with your country's financial regulator. And third, never allow anyone to pressure you with urgency. Real opportunities will still be there tomorrow. Before making any investment, talk to a trusted family member or a qualified financial advisor. If the returns sound too good to be true, they almost certainly are. And if you suspect a scam, report it to the relevant authorities right away. Your report could save someone else from losing their money. If you or someone you know has already been affected by an investment scam, please remember, you are not alone, and it is not your fault. These scammers are professionals at manipulation. The most important step now is to speak up, seek help, and report what happened. Staying silent only protects the scammer, while speaking out can protect others and help you begin to recover. Stay alert. Always verify before you invest, and share what you've learned today with someone who needs to hear it. Knowledge is our strongest defense, and by spreading awareness, we make it harder for scammers to find their next victim. Together, we can build a safer financial future.